Infinite love, eternal true peace, wave to y'all, man. Good morning. Just got through with the drinking of the water, the morning meditations, my affirmations, and everything like that, man. And tapped into that Google, that universal internet, and it had to come out. Came out with a few topics that I wanted to discuss with y'all before I get into this fifth commandment, man. The fifth commandment video gonna be next. I'm gonna be uploading that next. You dig? I'm about to do these videos right back to back. I'm about to be doing a plethora of videos back to back, but I'm gonna give that to y'all when I'm finished giving y'all these few topics I'm about to go over. So moving right along, man. I come to you in the name of the Creator through the elements of fire, earth, air, water, and ether. My name is Prophet. You tune into the channel Eternal Prophet. All right, just for those who don't know, what I'm saying, I'm from New Orleans, you dig, and I'm just what one would like to call a great, 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 great advocate of our great mother universe and her plan to keep and liberate our black people and our white people and our Asian people and our Mexican people and whatever kind of people you is, because we are spiritual beings on these physical vehicle journeys. Okay, so now with that being said, but especially the black people, because the black people are the ones that are suffering from this terrorist threat the most of extinction. Okay, there's a war against the black people. If you don't know, the war is against the black people. I will prove it to you later on in subsequent videos. But if you haven't seen by now, the war there's a secret war, a silent war with quiet weapons raised against the black race. And if you can't see it right now, then maybe through these video series I can help you see it. All right, and it's not just people are just being lazy or people are just don't want to succeed. No, there's a implemented plan that makes them, or that puts them in a predicament for non-success. All right, but moving right along, that's a whole different video. All right, but the first topic I want to talk to y'all about is called the Trump effect. All right, the Trump effect. I keep hearing about this Trump effect, and what, or the Jesse effect, or this effect, or that effect, whatever effect that you are tuned into right now. All right, it's called energy affinity. All right, and energy affinity is simply put like this. I could just simply put it like this. A lot of people walk around in life through the matrix programming. A lot of people have walked around in life and we've been taught to be silent when we see things that we don't like. Silent when it comes to voicing our opinions about anything. We're taught to be quiet first, which is true. You should be quiet and you should listen first. But when it's time to speak, it is time to speak. Whether the truth that you're speaking, long as it's internal truth, eternal truth that you're speaking, whether that's gonna affect the person, hurt the person's feelings or not, we tend to shy away from speaking the obvious truths that people don't want to quote unquote hear. So now these things that we want to speak, they're internalized now. We're saying them in our minds, we're saying them in our hearts, and now we're creating a wave. And in comes along a person like say for instance with the BT thing, like Jesse, I forgot his last name, the light skinned guy, and they called it the Jesse Williams. Yeah, Jesse, I think his name's Jesse Williams, if I'm not mistaken. They called it the Jesse Williams effect because everybody started quoting black conscious stuff when he made his little comment on BET, and now everybody lashing out, calling it the Trump effect. No, this is called energy affinity. People walk around every day with things bottled inside, never expressing them, crossing their will. See, as a god, you're not supposed to cross your will. As a goddess, you're not supposed to cross your will. This earth is a free will zone. One of the objectives of this life is to practice and exercise the free will responsibly. Okay. Now, when you're exercising the free will means simply to express oneself responsibly. Now, when you're expressing yourself, or when you're not expressing yourself, all right, this energy becomes bottled up, or what I like to call bottled up energy, and it be ready to burst. All right, and energy affinity is when someone who has enough boldness to voice what you are already thinking, to voice what you are already feeling, and they come out and put a voice to it and say, yes, I'm feeling like that. Matter of fact, I'm not also feeling like that. Look, I'm gonna tell the whole world I'm feeling like that because I got enough power to tell the whole world I'm feeling like this. And you rejoice, and your energy jumps for joy and rejoices, right? and you automatically take a liking to that person's stance. You automatically take a liking, no matter what all the person's faults, you cover it up. Why? Because that person has an affinity with your energy, and you don't even know it. You don't even know that you got all this bottled energy in the recesses of your heart and your mind, and this person has brought it out. You don't even know it. Like for instance, just saying, for Catholicism. Catholicism, when you become a priest or you become a nun, you take a vow oath of celibacy. Sex is the number four, is number four on the 7 major positive emotions. Okay, now when you think about that, sex urge, people have lowered the sex urge to the physical expression of it, and that forgot that sex starts off as an energy first. This is why when and I'm gonna break down to y'all the mystery of the sex transmutation. Okay, but this is why when kids go to school and they be nerds and they're not popular and they're not having sex in school, they excel fast in life because they took that same sexual energy and dedicated towards books, dedicated towards something other than a physical expression. But America has has oversaturated us with the physical expression of it and has forgotten the spiritual side of it. So now when you take an oath of celibacy as a Catholic priest or nun, you are suppressing the sexual urge, and it's going to express itself regardless of not. If anybody has ever taken a vow oath of celibacy or has ever abstained from masturbation or sex, you know that it still comes out in the form of wet dreams and things of that nature. So now this urge is an energy that starts first, and you can transmute it into something great to excel you to genius if you want to. So now you suppress that energy as a Catholic or a nun, and by not having by abstaining from sex, period, right, for the rest of your life, right? And this is against nature, right? Nature's first thing is what? Be fruitful and multiply. That's the first command of nature. Okay, so now you're suppressing this first commandment, this first command of nature, and now what you do is it plays out in different subconscious, unconscious, and eventually conscious ways in the realms of, this is why you got all them little boys getting touched. This is why you got all the children getting touched and abused and raped, because these people are suppressing a vital energy, and it has turned them into a psychotic monster, taking it out on the innocent life. Okay, so I'm just showing you how energy can be bottled up, and how when somebody comes along and resonates with the same energy that you has bottled up, but they're expressing it out loud, you go, yay, your energy, your insides do backflips and you jump for joy. And this is called energy affinity. And then when you jump for joy, now you internalize it and your actions going to speak. So now, what happened just here yesterday in New Orleans with Joe McKnight getting killed, our black brother who graduated from John Curtis. He was riding on the bridge. He was riding close around our way. He was riding, and in Jefferson Parish, he was riding, and he got into a road rage incident with a Caucasian. Joe McKnight was a famous football player. He wasn't armed. It was a road rage incident. He was apologetic the whole time. The man still shot him. Bow. After he shot him, Joe McKnight still begged for his life. The man yelled out, yeah, nigga, Trump. He yelled a Trump expletive, and at the end, he said Trump. He mentioned Trump. Now, with that being said, and killed him again and shot him in cold blood on the ground and waited for the police to come and get him. Waited for his kind to come and get him, because he know his kind not going to kill him. His kind is going to treat him good when he goes to jail. His kind is going to put up the GoFundMe account to bail him out like they did George Zimmerman. That's what his kind does. So yes, he has confidence enough to shoot a black man, a famous black man, in cold blood, and stand there and wait for his kind to come bring him to his cell, because he could bind out. Okay, because they take care of their own kind. Everybody takes care of their own kind except for black people. That's just an observation I've been making. We got to start get disassociate from this brainwashing and start taking care of our own kind, because black is not a color, it is the source of color. If you're white, guess what? Every white person in this world has 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5% African in them. Okay, every Chinese person has African in them. Every Mexican, Spanish person has African in them. Every race comes from black. When you look at the color on the rainbow, you do not see black in the color spectrum. Why? Because black is not a color, it is the source of color. I already explained that to you in subsequent videos. Okay, previous videos, I'm sorry. So The Trump effect or the Jesse effect and all these effects, that's just energy affinity. I'm gonna show you one more case of energy affinity and I'm moving right along. Um, I'm gonna show you quick energy affinity. Y'all could be standing in line in Walmart about to go buy something, and the clerk is taking her lovely time and being lazy and doing all kind of talking to the next clerk. Girl, yeah, because at the club and she trying to do her job and talk at the same time, and everybody is just frustrated because we've been taught to be quiet. We've been taught to be quiet and not vocal when something is imposing on our wills and somebody's not doing their job. We're taught to be polite, politically correct. Okay, so now with that being said, you lay up there and everybody's being quiet, and one person just stands on the line and say, "Hold on, chick, ain't you supposed to be doing your job?" And such and whoop de woo and woo woo woo, and gives her a piece of her mind, and everybody goes, "Yeah, ooh," and everybody agrees. Because why? Everybody was already thinking that the energy was already there. Somebody just needed to vocalize it. That is energy affinity. And this is what the Trump effect or any effect is when a person does a bold thing and everybody follows suit. They've been feeling this way. White folk been feeling this way. They've been killing you. You can't name a time when a black man had respite or a black man had any kind of non-terrorism performed against him against the Caucasian race in America. Okay, this is just facts. This is not racism. This is just facts. People got to get back to facts and eternal truth. Eternal truth. There is no room for racism with eternal truth. Why? Because you'll come to find out that black people invented everything that ever been anything in the whole entire world. So that just kills racism when you learn that in school. But they rejected that out of school and took that out of school. So those people don't even know that the stoplight that you're at, black man invented that. The air conditioner that you're using, the black man invented that. The pen that you're using, the black man invented that. This phone that you're looking at me on or the computer that you're looking at me on, black people invented that. Okay? But people don't even know these simple truths. And you don't even learn these truths in a Black History Month. Why? Because you have been erased from his story. All right? Now, with that being said, moving right along, we're going to get to the next topic. Why y'all keep falling for the PRS scam? PRS stands for Problem, Reaction, Solution. Meaning, meaning I create a problem. And when I create that problem is going to get most likely a desired reaction from you that I want. And in that desired reaction, in that desired reaction that I get from you that I want from the problem that I created, I will come up with a solution to the god doggone problem I created. Ain't that something? That's genius, and we're still falling for it right now to this day. We're still falling for it with the Orlando hoax. We're still falling for it with the Sandy Hook hoax. We're still falling for it with the Texas hoax, with the Texas hoax, and they talking about one black man killed all those white cops. Okay. We're still falling for the psyops. We're still falling for the psychological warfare that the powers that be are putting in place so that you can fall for their traps constantly and stay what? Distracted. From who? Distracted from you. Because soon as you turn inside and look inside you, you find the creator. You find great mother. Right. But they don't want you to realize that. It's like being a ball. It's like you're a ball, inflated ball, and you're held down by in water, floating in water, and you're held down by a chain. And the ball is under the water, but as soon as you cut the chain, the ball does what? Floats right back, bloop, and be buoyant to the top of the water. That's just what the distractions are doing. The distractions are the chain, and you are the ball. As soon as you cut the distractions, you cut the chain, and your ball floats to the top of the water, and now you can see the surface. Okay. Now, with that being said, so stop falling for the problem, reaction, solution scam. Okay. Think for yourself, critically think for yourself, research, do a thorough research, meaning, because this is research, thorough research. When you go to secular knowledge and you go into these books and you go to different people for information, hold up, don't just stop at one person. The truth is going to appear in multiple places if it's the truth, and it's going to stay the same and not change if it's the truth. That's what eternal truth does. It stays the same, it doesn't change. No matter how many people try to cover it up, it stays the same, it doesn't change, and it's in multiple places. You're going to find it by corroborating different secular knowledges, meaning a doctor over here might have it, and an astronaut over there might have it, and a regular Joe Blow person in the hood might have the same knowledge because it's truth. Infinite truth and eternal love, okay? So now with that being said, stop falling for the problem, reaction, solution scheme. Okay, the problem, reaction, solution scheme was designed to keep you into a distracted mode so you don't see what's going on behind the curtain. Okay, so close the curtain by not falling for the problem reaction solution scheme, and close the curtain by not falling for the traps that the powers that be have for us. In example, the bad food that they're putting right in front of your face to eat, the bad entertainment that they're putting on your TV for you to entertain yourself with. Okay, the bad jobs that they're having you to work and slave over for these small wages. Okay, all of these things they don't want you to are distractions so that you don't realize your true self and become buoyant and float on top of the water. Okay, flat earth and conspiracy theories. Okay, people I got a lot of people ask me, well, what you think about the flat earth, and what you think about the earth being flat, and they say the earth flat. Hold up, you mean to tell me we going through this again? I thought Galileo cleared this up with y'all and this was over with. Y'all forgotten 1400 or whatever that was, 1300, 1400. Y'all Europeans used to think that the earth was flat, and if you sail to the end, you will fall off of the edge. Y'all forgot that? And Galileo said, hold on, no, brother, look at nature. Look, that moon round, that sun round, right? The stars round. Matter of fact, everything is round. Our eyes are round. My hair grows out in a spiral. My mouth is round. My pores on my body is round. My ear holes are round. I mean, everything is round. My butthole, my penile hole outlet, my vagina hole outlet. All of these things are round. Inside of your stomach your belly is round. Your blood circulates around. Hurricanes are spinning around. The universe and galaxies are spinning around, right? So we know one thing. If something is spinning around, then it does like a smoothie, and it swirls, right? And that brings volume. Can't be flat and spinning around. Think about it. Think about a record. So you're trying to say the earth is the size of a record, is the shape of a record and spinning around. Now, how are we standing on that? But just in case, let's go to nature. I just showed y'all what nature said about the roundness. But we're going to say, let's say the earth is flat. We can't agree that the earth is a circle, because everything in life is a circle, round. All right? So let's say, all right, Rands, all right, I don't believe you, the earth is flat. All right, well, let's say the earth is flat. Let's say that. Well, we can't come to one agreement. That flat earth is still a circular earth, okay? And so we're not going to get caught up on flat earth and conspiracy theories. And by the way, conspiracy theories, if they're playing out right before your eyes, they're not theories anymore. They're realities. Okay? So people always talk about conspiracy theories, but most of these conspiracy theories are realities playing out right before your eyes. All you got to do is just look at the evidence. All right? So don't get caught up on the conspiracy theory thing. All right, yes, we know there's a plot by the powers that be to call the population down through all of his many myriad method forms of population and control and killing and murder and all these non-naturistic evil things, because a person who goes against nature is evil, because evil is lived backwards, and if you're living backwards, you're going against nature. Okay, so now with that being said, moving right along, we're going to get, global warming. Now, they telling you that global warming. Well, first and foremost, know that it's November. No, it's December. I'm lying. It's December the 2nd, December the 1st. I forget days and times because everything is one big old day to me. Okay, but it's December, and right now I have a sweater on, but guess what? Later on, I'm going to have to put on a short sleeve shirt. In New York right now, where it's supposed to be snowing, in the places where it's supposed to be snowing, the snow is not falling. So we know global warming is real, but the reason they're telling you for the global warming, that's the deception. Why is global warming real? Because global warming means what? They tell you that, it's from greenhouse gas emissions, and it's from polar ice cap melting and yada yada. Well, why what melts a polar ice cap? All right. True, we are polluting the earth. True, the powers that be and the corporations are polluting the earth at a rapid pace. True that greenhouse gas emissions are playing a part in the pollution, but it is not the reason for global warming. Okay, global warming is simply the heat from the sun. I remember, if you've ever been to school, y'all remember they told y'all this? They gave it to you in the form of a lie, though. I remember in school they told me that in 50,000 years, the sun is, in 50,000 years, the sun is going to heat up so hot that the earth is going to disintegrate, and the sun is going to become a supernova and going to destroy everything in the solar system in like 50,000 years. Okay, and I remember they told us that, but there was only a partial truth to that. Yes, the sun is not going to take 50,000 years. It's happening right now. This is the global warming. The sun is heating up, but it's not heating up to the extent where it's going to destroy the earth. It is heating up because it is rising in vibration as we are entering into a new age of Aquarius. And Aquarius symbol is the water bearer. Water symbolizes life. It is the water bearer, giving you water, giving you life more abundantly, right? And its elemental symbol is air. Air symbolizes what? Freedom. Why? Because air is all around us. Matter of fact, air is the only element that they haven't found a way to charge us for. They found out the charge us way for the fire, the electricity. They charge us found a way to charge us for the earth, right? The land, right? They found a way to charge us for the water. Okay? But they can't find us a way to charge. They can't charge us for breathing. Huh? And this is why the age of Aquarius will be the what? The information age. The information age, and everybody will be coming into knowledge. Everybody will be coming into wisdom. Why? Because it is freely flowing, and air is a freely flowing of information, a free flowing of information, spiritual and mental and physical information. Okay, and with this coming in age of Aquarius, as we enter into the air sequence of this age in this era, right? Guess what happens? The sun has to heat up to accommodate the density levels. The sun has to heat up to accommodate the different pressure levels of the air that we're ascending in, of the air element that we're ascending into. All right, so we're into ascension process, and if you don't know about now, we're ascending into the fifth dimension. Everybody who is anybody that's conscious knows this already. If you don't know this, you need to get up on this and go find out what is the fifth dimension, why we are ascending into it, and how we are ascending into it. And I will, matter of fact, go look at Jupiter ascending. People, they always put the truth in the fiction movies. Y'all just got to pay attention and put on the magic glasses. All right. So yes, global warming means the sun is heating up, and that if you're eating clean and if you're doing clean things, if you're eating clean and you're doing clean things, okay, your molecular structure will accommodate the rise in heat, because melanin can withstand over 200 degree temperatures. Okay, black folk can withstand over hundreds of degrees of temperature. This is why a lot of Europeans are building underground bunkers, and this is why a lot of Europeans are going underground, because they know the sun is heating up, and in a minute, this is why they're spraying chemtrails in the sky, not just to harm you, but to block out the sun rays at certain points, at certain intervals during the time deception grid, which I tell you about, where the Earth's magnetic fields are at peak levels. Okay, when the energy is traveling through her chakras. All right. So now, with that being said, the sun is heating up, and if you are in the right state of mind, right state of spirit, and the right state of physical purification, your molecular structure will change with it. All right, and simply put, I don't want to get into the science of it because I don't want to lose you with the lingo of intellectual masturbation. Okay, so we're gonna just say when anytime something changes a molecular structure, that means it's giving away or adding to neutrons, electrons and protons on the atom. Okay, and this is how molecular structures change. It shows that molecular structures change by the DNA evidence of the ancient African females that they found in Europe, and they had 13 helix strands of DNA when they did their carbon dating. Here's the word: carbon dating. We are carbon beings. So Mother Nature has left, the Mother Universe has left a surefire way to test the age of anything. This is why I know carbon dating is real. Okay. All right. So moving right along. Zeitgeist. I want to put y'all on the zeitgeist, and if y'all want to talk about global warming and all these pollution things, and I want to get y'all. I want to put y'all on the zeitgeist, man. Go look it up. Zeitgeist, Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist, and it's a movement. Go look it up. It got 3 DVDs. If you got Netflix, you can go look it up on look at the DVDs on Netflix. If you got Kodi, you can look the DVDs up on Kodi on your Exodus. All right, and Zeitgeist is, man, it's powerful. Commend the brothers and sisters who put that together, but especially Zeitgeist Part 2. Zeitgeist Part 2, the second installment, talks about the Venus Project, and it talks about a resource-based economy that is not based in capitalism. It's a resource-based economy designed on clean energy and designed based on helping the people and putting the people's needs first through our technological advances that are being suppressed by the powers that be because they don't want to have this utopian society. We can have a utopian society right now. We have the technology. They have already proven that the earth is able to sustain 30 billion people. They're putting that lie out there that we ain't got enough resources. We got too many people. It's getting overcrowded. No, the earth has enough. The earth can never get overcrowded for the human being because there's something called Mother Nature and a debt cycle that keeps her in balance. Okay, this is why nobody lives forever in the physical shell, because the physical shell has to go back to the earth for the reincarnation process. All right. But what happens is the Zeitgeist is very, very good for y'all to get into. So get into that. The Zeitgeist movement. You can go look it up on DVD, or you can look it up on Google, or whatever. The Zeitgeist, fire, man. Get into that and get into that right now. All right. And I wanted to bring y'all another topic, my top 5 books for anyone who is trying to awaken anyone, or anyone who is just awakening and trying to stay awake and feed that vibration and keep that vibration within you. All right, so if you're trying to awaken, keep that vibration within you, then these are my top 6 books that I recommend. Number 1, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You heard me? Man, powerful book. It's going to explain to you the mystery of the sex transmutation, the mastermind principle. It's going to explain to you thoughts of things. It's going to explain to you the actual mentality that you have to set into your mind in order to become rich, and not just in material, but in spirit and in mental also, okay? Number 2, I will recommend for you guys The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Powerful book by a powerful brother, okay? And number 3, I recommend Blacked Out Through Whitewash by Dr. Suzar. All right, Suzar, Suzar, Dr. Suzar. That is my go-to book for everything Black history, period. Okay, the powerful sister, powerful queen, African Black woman. Man, she broke it down and she breaks it down like no other. I commend that sister. I thank Mother Universe for. She's an etymologist, and she breaks down. And the reason why she's so good because she is an etymologist, and etymology is the study of the root of words, and we know the words are what? Spells. So she knows the root of spells. That's deep. All right, and number 4, we're gonna get into. Y'all gotta get The Secret. Okay. They got this on DVD. If you want to go look at it on Netflix, you want to look at it on Kodi, all right, go search it. The Secret. It's called this documentary called The Secret, and it explains the law of attraction. But it got it in also a book form if you would like to read the book. But I recommend the DVD also because you can also have that DVD playing repeat in your house over and over again, and having that vibration and that wave of that positive law of attraction just floating through your house, and the people that come to your house, you can have it on the background like the hospital TV be in the background, and have it playing audible but not too audible, okay? The 48 Laws of Power, okay? I recommend this book, not anybody who's trying to exercise power, but anybody who's trying to recognize and not be a victim of the power game, okay? The 48 Laws of Power give you a deep insight into the European mindset of why they are so warlike, why they play these power games for your life, okay? And there's a chessboard, and you are the pieces on the grand chessboard. So step off of the chessboard. This book will give you an insight on how to step off of the chessboard and become a power player of your own, okay? And number 6, get you a book on body language, okay? 85% of all language is nonverbal. We forgot how to read bodies. We don't even know how to read bodies anymore. We're so focused on words and computer screens. We forgot that 85% of all language is nonverbal, and if you know body language, then you know how to read people, period. They'll never have to say a word, right? So get you a good body language book. A good body language book I recommend is called What Everybody is Saying. Powerful book, but they got buku, buku books on body language. Just pick you one, all right? And just for a bonus, man, go get you a book on the zodiac, all right? A basic book on the zodiac that'll break down that zodiac for you, like I broke down. Well, you can just look at my DVD series. I mean, my zodiac series, and it breaks down the zodiac for you. I'm moving right along, all right. And then my DVDs recommended for anybody who's trying to wake up anybody. If you after you look at these DVDs, your life will be changed. Your life will be changed for the better. You will have a whole different outlook on life. If you don't, you're dead already. Okay, so now DVDs, I recommend in Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4. The volume, Hidden Colors. You can go look at that on Kodi, on your Exodus. That way, if you can't got the money to purchase it. Okay. The Zeitgeist DVD series of 1, 2, and the Zeitgeist series. You can look at that on Netflix, right? Netflix got the Zeitgeist series 1, 2, and 3. All right, and Kodi. All right. Conversations with God, all 4 of those series, right? And you can get that on. You can look at that on YouTube, right? You can YouTube that Conversations with God, and they have the audio book on YouTube. Okay. And what other bonus DVD that I might want to recommend for y'all that y'all might need to be watching? I can't think of it right. I can't think of any right now per se. But those right there, those 4, 7, 11, those 11 DVDs those 11 documentaries right there should get you on a path to where you need to be. Okay, and last but not least, I want to give y'all a preview of what's to come. Because after I do these 10 Commandments series, I'm gonna break down. I'm about to give y'all the next 7, the titles to the next 7 DVDs after the 10 Commandments series. All right, so I got these 7 titles that came to me, and I'm gonna break down to y'all these 7 things after I break down the 10 Commandments. Okay, and I'm about to after this video, I'm about to get straight into the 5th commandment. The 5th commandment: no beef, no chicken, no pork. About to show y'all why them animals ain't good for y'all, man. And what what Baba Dick Gregory said: if it farts, poops, pees, or screws, it doesn't need to be in my body. All right, but I'm on the 7 titles to the videos I'm gonna do after the 10 Commandments series is gonna be the 4 levels of karma. I'm gonna break down to y'all the 4 levels of karma, man. Serious. All right, the 3 Mother Trinity. All right, the universe, interverse, multiverse. That's another DVD, right? The 4 levels of spell casting. I got to get y'all on that, right? All right, I got to break down. And after you know the 4 levels of spell casting, you got to know the 6 identification markers. All right, and after the 6 identification markers, I'm gonna break down to y'all the powers that be. Who is at the top of the pyramid? Who is at the root? Who is at the root of the living backwards? Okay, and the cohorts that follow under the root. All right, and the tree. I'm gonna break down the evil tree and the root of the tree, and how you could disband and not be a part of the fruit or any part of that tree. All right, the powers that be. And number 7 is gonna be the first principle, called the sacred feminine, and I'm gonna prove to y'all why the woman was first, why a black woman was first. Black woman is God created, modeled after the great mother universe. I'm gonna break it down through nature and scientific evidence and everything else. Okay, so now with that being said, I'm about to get right into this, man. I went over my time, but I thank y'all for listening. I thank y'all for stay tuning in, man. And like I said before, man, just gonna get deeper and deeper as we go down this rabbit hole, man. You know, if this the Matrix, then I'm Neo. Hey, Trinity. Oh, and I forget one more thing, man. I'd like to give a special shout out. I'd like to give a special shout out to Queen Harmony. If you're looking at this, love you infinitely. 1.